In this video, we are going to navigate through Canvas to get you more familiar with the options that you have available and where files are located for the teacher and for the student. So start by logging into your NFTEinstructure.com and log in with your credentials. Mine have already been saved to my login. Click on Dashboard. Click on your course. Now that your course is open, we're going to look at Module first. Module displays a curriculum in a format similar to a traditional textbook. So you will see the beginning pages. You have an introduction, and it tells you week by week the topic. You have your teacher resources. You have a paper image, which is a zip file that contains all the documents of the unit. You have paper clips, which are attachments in the forms of either a PowerPoint, a handout, and or a rubric. Followed further down where you see like a rocket ship, which tells you that this is an assessment. And you also see one more that is the paper with a pencil, and this is a digital lesson. Closing out this unit, you can click on the arrow to the side to be able to condense the unit and see the following units. I can also continue to condense all of them so I have every single one available for quick review. You can click on any of the little arrows and again it will open up so you can see that unit in particular. You'll see that the 5-6 units are set up in the same format. Now we will close this section and we will look at assignments. Assignments are grouped by the unit performance, weekly performance, foundation digital lessons, surveys, and opportunities for the pitch deck competition. And you also have a digital lesson supplemental package. You will spend a majority of your time in the weekly performance section and then the foundation digital lessons. If you click on the arrow, you will see each of the assignments by their name, table if it's a template or if it's a student reflection. But please pay attention closely that underneath each broad title, you have the actual unit where it comes from. So you'll be able to scroll through and see that you have the unit 1s, here's unit 2s. So this is a section where later on, I will create another video. Later on in the other video, you will see exactly how to assign these assignments into the gradebook and the calendar for students to have access to them. Again, closing this section, we will look at foundations. And again, you have all the digital lessons for the students separated by the actual units. Continue to the next section, surveys and assessments. Again, in the same format. These are the ones required by NFTE to complete all of your key points for the year. Now we will look at quizzes. Quizzes contains a section for assignment quizzes. You have extra practice quizzes, and you also have exit tickets within these units. So within here you have all the student reflections and exit tickets to check for their understandings. Now we will look at the link named pages, which links the assignments that you have in the assignment link, but with a more visual appealing format for students. I will click on teacher homepage and you will see that it's broken down so that you can see the units, and then in each unit you will be able to click on them, see where we are in the Lean Canvas portion, and also see week to week the information that we should be covering in class. When you click on any particular week, the week is broken down so that you have an overview of where you were, where you are, and where you should be leading. Also, you have color coordinated slides for your actual Lean Canvas portions. Next, you'll see the overview of the design thinking process and following the EMI format for PBLs to show the investigation, foundations, and E-labs. So every course for every week is going to show you what you should be covering in these portions. In red, you have listed all the information of what you need to have printed out or available to teach this unit or this lesson. followed by a link to the slide deck so that you can actually do the presentation portion. The students will see in their screen the slide deck and these steps below with access to the files that they need. The students can access the files by clicking on the student reflection in this format. Here you will be able to download it if you click here. If you want to download the lesson plan, you click on the word lesson plan. If you just want to visually see it on the screen, you click on the paper next to it and it will open up in a minimized screen. This screen has to be scrolled over to the right, and then you can maximize to see the whole page. Then I would go in and minimize it again to continue viewing your piece. You also have access to the handouts, student reflections, rubrics, anything you may need here. You can choose to download all the files at once and or select one of these individually. And again, you can also view it by clicking on the paper. So in this unit, you have two parts for the investigation. You have one part for the foundation and one for the e-lab. And again, you have any portions that the students are to complete within the digital lessons. And or if needed, you can always print it out. Now that we have looked at pages, we're going to quickly look at files. All the files are organized by unit folders, and in each unit folder, you have all of the documents you need to access any lesson. You'll first start by seeing all of the images that have been used to create this canvas and all of the lessons available to you here to manipulate for other images or posters you may want to choose to make. I'm going to scroll back up. Now looking at this column in between, so remember you have your bar to the left that gives you access to all of your documents and processes for teaching the course. But here you can actually see the actual folders per unit for all the assignments. So by clicking on one of the folders, it'll break it down into the actual week lessons. And if I click on the week lesson here to the left, I can see the actual assignments, zip files, folders, PowerPoints, rubrics, whatever was created for that lesson for that week is available through this format also. Again, remember, any files that you have available in assignments is also located in files. Now we will end this video with checking the tab or link labeled people. In this link, you will see all the students that are assigned and have registered for this course. You can see their names, what email they used in order to link up, the course section, and their role. This concludes the video for navigating through the Canvas page. Look for further videos explaining each of the links in more detail.